that resets things. So there's a lot of processes to this that can be very easily played in, but just understand that when we default back to nose breathing, you're actually bringing your nervous system down to a calmer state. Knee all the way up, circle it around, hinge at the waist, hang, fall forward, walk out, 5 push-ups, nose only, 5 deep breaths, 5 burpees, down, up, all the way up. If you need to move slower due to this, that is perfectly fine. Go for a walk up to the top of the hill, all the way up to the top, back down, no breathing out of the mouth. So 5 burpees, 2 breaths, hold your breath, and then walk or run all the way down and back as far as you can. If and when you need to breathe, breathe. I want strong urge to breathe, not panic urge to breathe. Okay, I'm gonna state that again. Strong urge to breathe to dictate you breathing after you're holding your breath. Does that make sense? We're just lighting up the pulmonary system. We're getting your pulmonary system lit up with your cardiovascular system, okay?
You breathe during the burpee?
Yes, you breathe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Breathe however you want during the burpees. First group, last exercise. Step out onto the first block, 10 squats. Then, from your first square, do a shuttle run. Boom. All the way. Yeah, do it to the final one and then run it all the way back in, okay?
Holding your breath?
No. Keeping your mouth shut. Only move as fast as your breathing allows you to keep your mouth shut. Finish up. You may walk into breakfast.
Oh, hey there. Mickey with CarryTrainer, Drew behind the camera today. It's a beautiful Radian weapon. You know, I think to myself, I'm really glad I always have this thing with me. I never am without it. That and my trusty Glock 19. I've always got them both, so any problem that comes my way, I can solve them. Of course, I'm joking. And the other thing is, even if I've always had these guns don't solve every problem. They solve a very narrow set of problems. And those problems are something that requires deadly force. If you bring a firearm into a fight, you are telling the world you are in fear of death or great bodily harm, or that you're an idiot if you didn't need the gun. Open hand skills are fantastic. Verbal judo, the ability to communicate with somebody and maybe back them up. Maybe running away is important, but what about less lethal options? Things like pepper spray. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. We've got some stuff here from our friends at POM, P-O-M. And what I like about POM, made in the USA, folks have said to me, hey, I don't know who POM is. Who's POM? Well, if you've seen any pepper sprays in the last 30, 40 years here in the USA, POM is involved in them in some way, shape, or form. They own the patents on a bunch of the parts that make all the big name pepper sprays work. So if you look at this and you're like, oh, that's just some new company, I'll stick with the big guys. Make no mistake, these are the big guys. They've been making the parts utilized in all that stuff for a long, long time. When they designed this, what they were thinking about, POM, was being able to keep it in your palm. Now you think about a lot of us that have something like this, especially the ladies, I'm not knocking on you, but you get some of this and where is it? Yep, it's in the bottom of your purse or in your glove box or at home. In order for this to be of use, it's got to be accessible, especially when we think about when we need this stuff. Usually it's some type of ambush situation. Somebody comes into your space and you need it to you need to be able to deploy it quickly to repel them. As you're moving about spaces, places, this can be in your dominant hand, keys maybe, or whatever else in your other hand, or nothing at all, unless you got a briefcase or bag or something like that. But practicing carrying this is something that you should be doing as you're moving about. Just as important, POM makes a inert solution. So it's really just water. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not going to burn you like this stuff would. Doesn't mean you shouldn't practice with a real one, but make no mistake, this stuff sucks to get in your mucous membranes. So if you order some of this, get 3 or 4 of the inerts so that you can practice. If you give one of these to your daughter, your wife, if you have one, practice with this so you understand what's coming out of the stream or what that stream looks like when you deploy it. Because what often happens is if we never, ever, ever see it, you don't want the first time that you use this and it's to try to get somebody away from you. You don't want that to be the first time you've ever seen what it does or how far it shoots or what that stream looks like. So grab some of each. POM Pepper Spray, made in the USA, made for everyday carry, easy to hold, easy to use, affordable. And hey, we've got a discount code. It's CarryTrainer. Buy yourself some of the actual spray and some of the inert POM.